So every time a brand new episode of Gundam GQuuuuX comes out, I'm just going to be expecting them to be giving us more freebies because we just got some more. What's up everybody, Fortexfiend here, and welcome back to another video on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, where we're going to be taking a look at the not one, but two free SSR pilots that we got in celebration of another brand new episode for Gundam GQuuuuX. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into my game here. As you could see, right next to Shiko over there, we have a supporter pilot named Gaia and a durability pilot named Ortega. I will not spoil who they are. You gotta watch the anime, but it's cool that we have two more options for free-to-play players to be using, SSR pilots, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And remember, we got these two alongside the 300 diamonds they give us for whenever a brand new episode comes out. So that's super awesome. We're going to take a look at what these pilots can do, and then I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions. So we're going to start off with Gaia. Gaia is a supportive pilot, or a supporter pilot. His highest offensive stat, as we can see right there, is ranged, which is fantastic. So you can kind of already decide on which mobile suits you want to put him in just based on that. You want mobile suits that have, that weapons that focus on range damage. Now we're going to take a look at his skills here. So his skills are high speed, gets an extra movement in all terrain, making him a little bit easier to position because he can move a little bit farther as long as that's active. And then save energy level 3, which reduces his weapons energy consumption by 15%, giving him a little bit more longevity in terms of being able to use his actual weapon skills, depending on the mobile suit that you have him piloting. Now, in terms of his abilities, first we have support attack, counter support with support types. That's pretty standard. This one reduces his own weapon energy consumption by 15%. So pretty cool. Very, very standard, but it's good. He also has increased range. Now, this increases his range damage, which is why we likely see his stats there already higher for range. And when we unlock this, it's going to increase it by more. So again, you kind of already have an idea of what kind of a mobile suit in terms of weapon damage that you want to pair him with. And then his affinity for his final ability is going to be Zeon. So whenever he pilots a Zeon tagged mobile suit, he's going to be dealing 10% extra more damage to enemies and reducing the damage he takes by 10%. And as we can see right here, we have a list of all the Zeon mobile suits available. Right off the top of my head, there are two mobile suits that I see that he could definitely work well with. The first one is going to be a free-to-play option, which is going to be Kasval's Gundam. Now, the reason why I chose Kasval, despite this unit being an attacker, is because if you take a look at two of its skills, Beam Rifle and Hyper Bazooka are both ranged type damage. And as you can see right here with Hyper Bazooka, the farther you are, the more weapon damage. And because we already know that Gaia specializes in dealing more range damage, as a supporter unit, this is actually a very, very useful mobile suit for him. So if you have access to Kasval's Gundam, you were able to upgrade it or, level it up and all that, and you're looking for a mobile suit that's free to play that Gaia could use, you could definitely consider using Kasval's Gundam. Now, the other free-to-play Gundam that you could, or mobile suit that you can use this unit with, is going to be the Big Zam. And if you take a look at the Big Zam's weapon skills, all-around Mega Particle Cannon is ranged. It's AoE, which is awesome. And then afterwards, all-around Mega Particle Cannon, which is the single target version, is going to be ranged as well. So that's definitely some good options there for Gaia. The other skill is going to be Claw, which is okay, but I mean, if you're going to use this on Gaia, might as well focus on the range damage, right? So those are going to be the best two free-to-play options I feel like that you can use with this pilot. Now, in terms of actual free-to-play units that you could use with him that are of the supporter type, the only one that I could think of that really works with him is probably Zeon. And if we take a look at its skills here, it has Head Mega Particle Cannon, which is ranged, and 5-barrel armed, which is also ranged. Unfortunately, its hardest hitting skill is going to be of the Awaken type and not ranged. But if you're looking for like an actual supporter type mobile suit to use with Gaia, this is probably going to be your option. So overall, what are my thoughts on this particular free pilot? I think he is solid. If you're looking to use him in like, Zeon related mobile suits, I just laid him out for you right there in terms of free to play because I want to try to keep this as free to play friendly as possible. Is he going to be better than some of the Gacha SSR pilots? I don't think so, but he's free, and if you're looking to be as free to play friendly as possible without investing too much on the Gacha, then he is definitely a solid pick. Now we're going to take a look at the other free SSR pilot, which is going to be Ortega. Ortega is a durability type pilot. Right off the bat, when I'm taking a look at his skills and his abilities, as we can see, he has Save Energy 3, and he also has Boost Range, so he increases his range by 1 when fighting. And then if you take a look at his actual abilities, he has Support Defense, he has Increased Defense, and he also has the Xeon tag. This free pilot is literally like a weaker version of this SSR pilot right over here, which is Shin Matsunaga. The difference with Shin is Shin actually has an HP heal, and because this is a gacha unit, you're going to expect the performance of this unit to be better than the free one. But all in all, that's pretty much what this pilot is capable of doing. And in terms of the Xeon tag, in terms of which mobile suit that I would like to pair him up with for free-to-play players, I would probably move towards the Gian Eos or Gian Eos. Correct me if I'm wrong on that pronunciation. I think it's Gian Eos. And as you can see right here, Gian Eos has Beam Bayonet, Beam Gun, and Giant Bazooka. It's a defender type unit. With its abilities, it also has increased defense and increased evasion. So if you're looking for a mobile suit to pair Ortega with, then I would definitely go with that. But all in all, I think he's okay. There is a better version of him with Shin, but Shin is an SSR unit that is from the gacha, whereas he's not. He's for free. So if you're looking for another durability pilot, you want to put him in a Xeon tag mobile suit, and you want to keep it as free-to-play friendly as possible, then this is an option for you. Between the two, I think Gaia is the more desirable one, because there's already technically a better version that exists for Ortega, but they're both solid. They're not super amazing. I actually think that Char, the free Char that we got, and the free Shiko are overall better, but they're free. They're there for you. They're good free-to-play options, which is fantastic, because right now, when it comes to like pulling and everything, especially if you're free-to-play, like I always say, you want to be able to strategize and be able to save up for actual units that you want. You don't always want to be constantly pulling on every single banner, because otherwise you're going to run dry of resources. So I think it's great that they give us these free-to-play options to be able to use and be able to be creative with. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of these two free SSR pilots that we just got. What kind of mobile suits do you guys want to use with them? What ideas do you have? I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.